Yeah, it's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video for you guys, man. Today we're back with the Tournament Power Season 114 Best Teams guide, and basically I'm gonna be talking about the best teams for this season. This is possibly could be the last season before they make that change based off that newsletter we got. They said it was gonna roll out this September, so this is like the last season where they might make all the change. So we'll see what happens with season 115. Hopefully, it stays the same. But they said they were gonna make changes in September. So if you guys do enjoy these type of videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Road to 17K, and basically I will be talking about the best teams in terms of units, based off the tier boost and which tags are better this season compared to last. And I'll also be talking about the star requirements and also the best equipments for tournament power. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the best TOP equipments. Alright, so for the best tournament power equipment, in order for you to get TOP equipment, you want to go to the exchange shop and you want to go to rare metals to TOP tab. And let's talk about the best tournament power equipment. So right here, the first one, we're going to be talking about this out of the way. It gives base health to slot 1. I know it's an iron equipped with 1 slot, but the fact that it has base health is really powerful because you're able to absorb more damage and great for survivability. The second best equipment, or this is the best equipment in the whole TOP thing, is this one, explosive class. It gives base health and double offense to blast and strike. But the only thing is that your units have to be 7 stars or higher. So if you pretty much have all your characters 7 stars or higher, they're able to rock this gold equipment. And then the last equipment that you want to rock is going to be either one of these other gold equipments. Now these other gold equipments is based off the character's battle style. There's 4 different battle styles in Dragon Ball Legends. There is melee, there is range, there is defense, and then there's support. So depending on the character, like Baby 2, you go here. With this one, if it's LF Piccolo, you go here. If it's Omega Shenron, EX Omega Shenron there. If it's like LF Corrupted Masu, you go here. So if it's the best equipment that you want to have, it's going to be this one, and then one of these other gold equipments based off their battle style. So yeah, that's pretty much with the TOP best equipments. Let's talk about the star requirements. Alright, so for the TOP star requirements here, I have a list of basically all the different types of characters you're probably going to use on your teams and stuff like that. So let's get straight to it. So first we have old Sparkins. These are characters that's going to be around like the Z's and the S tiers for the most part. Characters that's been here very, very early in the game that just going to need as much stars as possible. So 14 stars for those. These are characters that's been here for like 3 years. Super old, they have outdated kits, so they need the stats as much as possible. Next, we have Zenkai Sparkins, 9 stars plus. Any Sparkins. Next is gonna be any 1% new Sparkins that's been on for like a 2-year time frame. I'll say 7 stars plus. They have pretty good stats, so just get them to 7 stars for that golden equipment. Free to play Sparkins, just because they're free, you guys should be able to 14 star them, despite you guys being free to play people or even people that spends money on the game. If I'm able to 14 star each and every one of them, then you guys should be able to too as well. So 14 stars. Next, new LFs, I'll say 6 stars plus. Their kits is just really, really good. So they don't need to be as high starred. Old LFs, I'll probably say like 9 star plus. I'll say Zenkai LFs are 7 stars plus, because once they're at 7 stars, they get the Zenkai, so you really want that. Ultras, as long as you get 1 copy, you should be fine. They're just that powerful, that broken of a character that as long as you have 1 copy, you should be fine. Old EX characters, these are characters that's going to be in the S and Z tier, 14 stars. After that, you got the Zenkai EX, I'll say 9 star plus. Not a lot of them are Zenkaiable, right? You got like the green 18, the red 17, blue second form cell, the first form cell. You don't really got that many E. You got like Captain Ginyu. You don't have that many EX characters, so 9 star plus. And then any new EX character, these are characters like Metal Cooler or that GT Trunks or the red DBS Frieza, that Super Saiyan Gohan, right? 7 star plus. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the TOP star requirements. Let's hop into the first team, which is Regen. All right, so for the first team we have Regen, of course. That's the main team. You feel me? So let's talk about the backup characters, then we'll go to the main 6 here. So for the backup characters, I might just rock the same people. I'm not gonna lie. I might take out Cell. I could take out Cell and probably put in like, say, like green DKP right? I could do that, or I could just have both of them for Z tier points for higher points of score. So they're both at Z tier, so I might keep both of them. I'm debating with the EXL. I could just take them out and add in like a stronger S tier character and be fine with that. So it just depends on how I feel. But everybody else here, I mean, I'm going to rock EX Piccolo. The way that he heals is really nice, so I'm definitely going to add him on there. I'll say another good EX character that is, if I had to pick two, I'll probably say EX Nell and then Lord Slug. If we go to the S tier side, there's some good regen characters that I like. Me personally, you have the blue free-to-play Metal Cooler. You have the Zenkai Red Cooler. You have the purple free-to-play Boo. You have the green free-to-play DKP. You also have this EX Metal Cooler. Those are like my top 5 favorites. The other ones, I feel like they're okay, but I don't know. I don't think they're worth the S tier. So those are like my favorite 5 EXs. 5 S tiers for regen. So yeah, depending on it, I might take out Purple Cell, maybe switch out with Super Boo here. It just depends, you know. He did take a lot of damage last season, but he is there for a lot of points. So depending on the what's the name, the path that I choose, you know, I might still just add him just for the extra points. Why not, right? So, but anyways, for the main 6 here, I mean, it's pretty much the main same people, right? LF Piccolo for the guaranteed blue each match. Super Babe 2 just because of the healing. CMZ, he's able to heal, ramp up damage, get his blue card pretty fast, like every other fight. Green Cell, he heals by 10% and gives debuffs, great survivability. Purple Cell, he's a great all-around character. Slowly builds up his gauge, great offensive Z ability. He just does so much. He does so much, so I really do like him. And after that, we have Blue Cooler here. I just think that just having another S tier character just to help with points, I decided to add him on the team. So instead of EX Omega, this went with what's the name here. So let's talk about the replacements for each color though. If we're going red here, I think the best reds is CMZ, Ultra Cell, Buhan, Goku Piccolo, Zenkai, Android 21 here. After that, we're gonna go yellow. Yellow's probably is decent, right? You got LF Piccolo, you got Zenkai Cell, Rage Shenron, and then you have Majin Buu Good. Those are like my favorite 4 yellows for a regen. And then I'll probably say event exclusive Cell is probably last. After that, we have purple. Purple here, you have LF Perfect Form Cell. You have Zenkai Perfect Cell. Now he's a strike base, but just because of his stats, he can kind of just work just like what CMZ is on this blast base team. After that, you have Garlic Jr. And then after that, it's really kind of like just strike base characters like Metal Cooler and then like DKP, for example. And then I'll say Light Skin Piccolo's last. After that, we have green. I think green, I like Zenkai First Form Cell. After that, you do have other green characters that I like Baby Trunks. You do have the free-to-play green DKP. You do have Evil Boo Omega. You do have this Fusion Zamasu I rock a few times, just depending on his boost. And then I'll probably say Cryon for last. After that, we have Blue. Blue Super Baby 2 is core. You need him for the healing. But anybody else here, I'll probably say EX Omega. I'll say Boo Tanks. I'll say LF Kid Boo. Metal Cooler is really good. And then I'll also say regular Sparking Zamasu is my favorite blues. And I'll probably add him in here just depending on the team that he's on, right? He can also work as well, the second free-to-play second form cell. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this team. Let's hop into the next team. All right, next I got androids, and anyone that rocks androids, let me know. Does anybody here rocks androids? I feel like a lot of people, I haven't heard any comments about androids, but I think androids is pretty good, but let me know, so. Backup characters, those for the Z tier. I think there's 3 that I would choose. The first one is this EXGT Super 17. I think he's by far number 1. Number 2 for me, I'll probably do EX Perfect Form Cell. Then after that, I'll probably say third will be Android 15. So I'll say those like the best 3 Z tiers. After that, we have to put the S tiers. I think there's probably like 5 that I like. First, we have Gamma 1. I think Gamma 1's a pretty solid blast attacker. You do have Android Fusion 13. He has a great offensive Z ability, and if you pair him up with Super 17 here with double reds, he can Zenkai buff him, and he gets a guaranteed blue every match, turn 3. So that's really powerful. Then after that, you have EXL Jr. I think he's really good. I wish that he was a lot more in the Z tier, but a lot more people has him and been rocking him, but he's still a good S tier character. After that, you kind of be looking at more strike-based characters like free-to-play 13, Aider, for example, as your fourth and fifth options. After that, though, we're gonna talk about the main six. So for the main six here, I usually always have this first form, second Zenkai EX first form cell, just because HP for the team, heals, support, does a lot for the team, really powerful. I always add 18 as well because he also gives support and healing as well. So you have kind of like 2 healers for the team. And then for your main 4 other characters, you kind of just want to just go pure damage. So I usually always go with MVP 17. I still think he's the best blue blast-based android. Then after that, I like to go with Super 17 just because I have him at higher stars than, I mean, well, close to stars, but I like his kit a little bit more than Ultra Cell, just the amount of debuffs he gives, and if he absorbs a blast card, he does even more crazy stuff. So I like him as a character more than Ultra Cell. Purple 17, he's kind of one of the jack of all trades. He does a little bit of everything. Ramps up gauge, heals, does some good damage. He kind of just does it all. He kind of has a little bit of some debuffs. Really a jack of all trade or all around character. And then my last character is Green Zenkai First Form Cell. He's able to heal 10%, great debuffs, and I just think he is just the best overall green for androids in my opinion. So yeah, let's talk about the best colors for each for the main 6. Red, like I said, Super 17, I'll say Ultra Cell. After that, you're kind of looking at like the free-to-play 18 here, Zenkai Tag Droids. You do have, not Tag Droids, the Android 21, Fusion 13, and then you have like the Tag Droids for Blast Space. Yellow-wise here, we're going to go with these 2 as my main 2. After that, you do have Gammas 1 and 2, or the Hitler bots, whatever you guys want to call them. After that, then you have like EX18, you have this 18 here, the Future 18, and then you have like Zenkai Cell here, and then you also have the free-to-play Cell. Purple-wise, in the top purples, they got some good purples. LF Perfect Form Cell, you have Future 17, you have GT 17, you have Zenkai Perfect Cell, and then you also have OG Android 17. So I think those are like the best purples. Then after that, we have green. I think green is Zenkai First Form Cell for me. You also do have magenta. I do like magenta a lot. His debuffs and guaranteed blues once the enemies has a certain amount of lives on their team. Then after that, I'll go Gamma 1. Then I'll go Zenkai Green 21. For blues, I think blues is really 3 colors for it, 3 units. Is MVP 17, TOP 18. She has equal stats, so even though she's strike based, she has equal stats for strike and blast. And then for my third character, I'll do free to play second form Cell. So yeah, that's pretty much it with androids. Let's hop into the next team. All right, next we have is Frieza Force here. So yeah, Frieza Force, I mean, they kind of slowly trying to get back their value, but I just feel like they won't ever be the same just because of the amount of love they gave them that last campaign. So a lot of the units are in B's and C's, so they're not going to have a lot of like the S tiers and Z tiers, but I think you can still make a good team for this season. So for the Z tier, I think really the best one is pretty much the second form, not second form, but EX red first form, final form Frieza. My goodness. All the other ones here, I'm just not. I'm a little iffy. If I had to pick a second one, I'll probably say this cooler here just because of the stats wise, but all the other ones I'm just not a fan of. Next after that, we're going to go to S tiers. They have some good S tiers. They have some really solid S tier options. You have the free to play blue cooler, you have the EX yellow cooler, you have the Zenkai red cooler, then you have the green free to play final form cooler, then you have this green free to play final form Frieza, and then you also have this green EX final form Frieza. So I think those are like the best 6 there, in my opinion, for this season. And then when it comes to the main 6 here, you always want to have Chilled. Chilled is HP for the team, Zenkai buffs, one of the other main 6 characters, gives support for the team. If he lands a blue, is unable to flake the paralysis, so they can't, hit, right? So really valuable for the team. Next after that, you do have Revival Form Frieza. He got a Zenkai, so he's in C tier. But, I mean, the fact that his stats gotten better overall, but he still provides the healing and support for the allies in range is really nice. You want to have that for your team. Then after that, we do have Angel Go to Frieza, guaranteed blue card. He can get a guaranteed ult if he is landed on a yellow slot on the tiers, on the paths thing, the layout bonus, the tag bonus thing. After that, you do have Purple Frieza here, just high key recovery on him and Lord Shield. And then after that, you have green Golden Frieza, the free-to-play one I just released before the 7th anniversary. Another character that heals for the team. It gives debuffs to the enemy, so I really do like that. You have 2 healers for the team. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this setup. Now, you have different setups here depending on what you want to do with the C tier. If you want to add in like another C tier character, you could definitely add in like red DBS Frieza. You could probably take this Frieza out and put red DBS Frieza. I think that would be a solid trade for sure, just to have all the colors. But I just wanted to not use too much C tiers and, you know, try to get an S tier character on there as well. So you could definitely take the LF Final Form Frieza and add in DBS Frieza. He's really powerful too. His Zenkai made him way powerful. But yeah, let's talk about the replacements for each color though. We're going to start off with red. I think a lot of the good reds are in C tier right now. So if we look at the Blast Space side, I'm going to go Zenkai DBS Frieza. I'm going to go Third Form Frieza, and then I'm going to go Metal Cooler for the Blast Base side. After that, we have yellow. I think it's going to be Angel Golden Frieza. It's going to be LF Full Power Frieza. Then it's going to be Sparking Full Power Frieza. After that, we have purple. It's going to be Lord Shield LF Final Form Frieza. And it's probably going to be like LF Cooler, Metal Cooler, and then I'll probably say Mecha Frieza fourth. Green wise, they have lots of good greens here, like Ultra Frieza. They have this free to play Golden Frieza. You have this Zenkai Cooler, Final Form Cooler right here. And then I'll probably say this free to play Frieza, and then the Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza, and then the first Golden Frieza in the game. Blue wise, we have not really that many blues for Blast Space. It's pretty much Revival Frieza and Metal Cooler. Not gonna lie, all the other ones are strike based. Go Frieza and King Cold and all of them, they're all strike based. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the Frieza Blast, LOE Blast Base. Let's hop into the next team. All right, next we have is gonna be Blast Base Majin Buu Saga. Let's get straight to it, bro. So I just think that Majin Buu Saga Blast Base is just a better team overall than Strike Base. I think Strike Base has a lot of the heavy hitters, but I just think as an all-around team, they kind of just lacking, you know, like support and all that stuff. So I just think that the Blast Base is a little bit more complete team for TOP. So for the backup characters, I think there's 3 that I like, and you guys can do double Z T tiers. Just depends on how you're feeling about the team. You do have the Transformer Kid Trunks here. You do have the green Gotenks, and then you do have the red EX Dabura. After that, for the S tier, I think there's like 3 options that I like. Actually, yeah, 3. So I'm gonna go Blue TN. I'm gonna go free to play Super Buu, and then I'm going to go with Blue Videl. Blue Videl strike base, but I just think that she's the third. She's a good enough. She's good to be a S tier for sure. Like for sure. All the other ones are meh to me. So let's talk about the main 6. So I always start off with Blue TN. If Blue TN is an S tier, I'm always going to put them in there just because your main damage dealing characters, Buu Duo and Ultimate Gohan, they do not provide blast based Z ability for the team. So a lot of these characters I kind of add in just so they can provide that for the team so they can all do great blast damage. You have Ultimate Gohan with double defense, and then the Buu Duos does do blast, but it's not for Majin Buu Saga. It's like for Sun Fan, Vegeta Clan, and I think Saiyans. So it's like they don't really help nobody else on the team. So it's kind of like a little bit selfish there. So the fact that he gives support and high health restoration helps the team just do more damage and heals wise. And then great Z ability, like up to 42 blast with 42 strike. Really powerful. So I always add him on my team. After that, I have Buuhan for the same reason. You know, I could add in Gotenks for a better offensive red, but since since Buuhan provides like a better offensive Z ability, I'd rather sacrifice that, and he's in a higher tier boost, so I'm like, why not? After that, I have Pui Pui for HP. He gives support for the team, so just a little bit more damage. And also we have 18. 18 gives blast attack Z ability for team with healing and support capabilities. And then you have Buu Duo, Ultimate Gohan, kind of your main damage dealers for the team. And then you have like characters like Buuhan and then Tien that can do some damage. Can put up some damage, but it's not their main goal. So let's talk about the replacements for each color for the main 6 though. We're gonna start off with red. Like I said, red, I mean, there's a few options that you can do with the red. You have Buuhan, you have Shin, you have Gotenks. You do have like this Vegeta. He's more strike based side, but if you just want another support, you can definitely rock him. Zenkai, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Next after that, you do have yellow. I think the best two yellows is really the free-to-play 18 and Majin Buu Good. Yeah. You could add in like Goten or the Vegeta. It kind of just depends on what type of Majin Buu saga you build. Like if you build one for Sun Fam hybrids or like Saiyans, a little bit more value, but the overall two I think is them two. Purple wise, I think there's two really good ones and then one meh. So Ultimate Gohan or this free-to-play Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then I'll put Super Buu third. Next we have green. Green, I will put Evil Buu. I'll put Pui Pui in there. You can even add in this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I know he's strike based, but he just has a solid kick, so you can still use him on the strike based team like I did with CMZ. I think those are the best three greens. Then when it comes to blue, I'm going to go Buu Duo. I'm going to go Kid Buu. Not Kid Buu. I'm going to go Buu Duo, Tien, Buu Tanks, LF Kid Buu, and then you have the Zenkai, the Bora there, just because of their Z abilities. Zenkai ability buff blue Majin Buu Saga, so that's really powerful. And then you have Fusion Vegeta. Not because they suck, it's just because they're strike based, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it with Majin Buu Saga Blast. Let's hop into the next team. Next we have strike based regen. There is actually one person that got changed, which kind of made me like decided to go with this team. For the backups though, let's talk about the backups. It's pretty much gonna be the same: EX Piccolo, EX Perfect Form Cell. For the backup for the Z tier wise, I think Slug and LegendsNEWZ probably gonna be your best third and fourth for there. But S tier wise, you kind of just, even if they're blast based, just pick the best available one. Green DKP, Super Buu, Blue Cooler, EX Metal Cooler, and then you have, who I'm missing, Zenkai Metal Cooler here. I think they're still the best five. Just pick the best one, even though they're blast based, you'll be fine, right? When we talk about the main six though, we're keeping Super Baby 2 just for the healing wise. And I added in green DKP. I still feel like regen strike based greens are still kind of lacking, like a really like dangerous green. You could add him, or you guys could just play it safe and have like the green first form cell. You could definitely do that for sure. But I definitely wanted to add an S tier character, so I was just like, hey, I'm decided to, you know, just go with him instead. Then after that, we have two other C tier characters. The reason why I added in Zenkai Perfect Cell is really, I mean, yeah, his kit is good. But, you know, the Zenkai buff he provides for Garlic Jr. is going to be really powerful. So I really do like that synergy. And then I have CMZ. CMZ is just really powerful. You guys know what he does. Heals, ramps up damage, slowly builds up his blue card. And then the character that surprised me the most that moved to B tier as a Ultra character is Ultra Kid Buu. I did not know he got moved to B tier. So I was like, hey, like, why not add him? One of the good things about him is he provides his allies regen +5 to special move. Really good. And also he extra key recovery and stuff, so really powerful there. He also heals, I think, turn 3 and slowly builds up his blue card, so that's really nice. So I was like, hey, I mean, you could definitely rock this team, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to rock too many of the C tiers and everything. Garlic Jr.'s in B, you have 2 Bs, so I think this is a good team to rock. So when it comes to regen strike base though, in terms of their replacements, it's very low compared to other, you know, compared to the blast side. But let's talk about it. So CMZ for strike base, it's pretty much CMZ, LF, Zamasu. You can go with Zenkai Zamasu here for like the double Zenkai buff from CMZ if you're rocking them as your main red. And then you could do like Sparking Janemba, I guess, right? You know what I'm saying? But the main three is Zamasu, CMZ, and then LF Mer Zamasu. The Zamasu is pretty much yellow wise. Yellow wise is LF Kid Buu, Super Baby 2, and then a Zenkai Cell here. For strike base, DKP I'll probably put last. Purple wise, they got some solid purple. Zenkai Perfect Cell, you have Garlic Jr. You also have DKP. I think he's actually in A tier, so that's pretty solid. You could definitely rock him. And then you also have LF Metal Cooler as well. He has more value in TOP than he does in PvP. That's tough. Has a new LF. Next, when it comes to green, you have free-to-play DKP, of course. Then after that, I'll probably just go for blast-based ones. You know, you got Zenkai, first form Cell, Baby Trunks, Fusion Zamasu, then you have Evil Buu, right? So you're not really going to find a really good strike-based green as your main. You kind of have to just rock a blast. For blue-wise, we just have Super Baby 2, but if you want to add another strike-base, maybe you want to do double blues, you could do Buu Tanks, and then you could do, I'd do Ultra Janemba, and then I'll put like Cells at last. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it with strike based regen. Let's hop into the next team. All right, so for the next team, we have Strike-based Vegeta Clan. So for the Z tier, we pretty much got one unit. Damn, that's tough. But we got the Zenkai Kid Trunks, the transforming one. I think it's the Zenkai transforming Kid Trunks. I don't know about the other ones, man. If you guys rock Vegeta Clan and there's some other sleeper one, like I be thinking about rocking him, like adding him, but I just don't know. His kit just sucks. It sucks, man. But I mean, hey, if he does perform solid, let me know. Let me know, man. So after that, we have S tier. I think S tier they actually don't got that many characters either. I think the three that I kind of like is this EX Vegeta, just because he gives support for the team in terms of damage. Then after that, you have Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. I think he's probably the second best option. And then after that, bro, I have no clue. I'd probably say either the Super Saiyan Vegeta or just Majin Vegeta free to play. But it kind of gets rough on the third and fourth spot. But for the main six here, this is usually for people that has Ultra Majin Vegeta. I don't know what tier is Vegeta 4 is. I don't know if he's still in A tier or he's back in C tier. So I'm not sure if they do it for 2 seasons for TOP or they just do 1 season and then they drop him back down. But, you know, I'm looking at the strike-based side. Vegeta, we have Bullet Vegeta for damage support, healing support. We have this Majin Buu Saga free-to-play Vegeta for damage support, healing support. And then pretty much everybody else is just damage dealers. So I went with LF Green Super Saiyan Trunks. If you guys have Diamond Vegeta, he is the best green, but I don't have him. And then blue-wise, I went Shoutout Trunks just because I have a higher stars than Fusing Super Vegito. And then after that, I have Trunks in mind just because they're a character that's out of the C tier. They heal themselves to give support for their allies, so that's pretty nice. So, yeah, let's actually put them like that. Yeah, let's talk about the replacements for each color, though. Red, we have, red. We have Trunks in mind. We have this Vegeta for support. We have Super Vegeta. Damn, and then you got like 8 Vegeta. That's like my favorite 4. You could do, like I said, Vegeta 4 as well. Just don't want to have too many C tiers. Even though he's blast based, I feel like he still would just work because of his kit. Yellow, you have Ultra Majin Vegeta. Then you pretty much have Fusion Gogeta Blue. And then I'll say third, I'll probably just do Trunks Vegeta. All the other strike bait characters sucks. So purple wise, we have Bullet Vegeta. Then after that, we have, I'll say the Succession Grunks here, LF Grunks. And then I'll do Blue Boys. Then I'll do Green Sweater Trunks. Green wise, I'll do Diamond Vegeta. I'll do LF Super Saiyan Trunks. I'll do Tag 4s. And then I'll do Drip Trunks. Yes, sir. Then after that, we got for Blue. Blue, like I said, I mean, you have the LF Grunks there. You have Sort of Hope Trunks. And then you do have Fusion Super Vegito. And then I'll say fourth is the Boo Duos. Just if you just need somebody. So, yeah, let's hop into the next team. All right, so for the next team, we have strike-based movies. Very broad team, so lots of characters that you guys can pick, which I'll list towards the end. But for the Z tier, I expected a little bit more, bro. I'm not going to lie. If you guys have the EX new Bardock here, the DBS one, definitely rock him. But all the other ones, I am not too sure. You know, let me know who some solid other characters. I was trying to look to see if I see anybody, but I don't know. Maybe this EX Bojack here, but I just none of them really like sticks out to me for real. So you know, you guys can let me know if you guys rock movies for real, and if you guys see any other Z tiers that's been working well for you guys in your runs. But S tier, they got some good ones. I just picked Almond just because he has a good kit, 35 special move. He has great stats. I mean, he's a little bit more on the blast side than strike, but they're pretty much equal. So I said, why not? Let's rock him. You have Red Tapion here if you just want a Zenkai buff, a really powerful Red Movies character. He's really good. You have Ader. You have Android 13 here. You have so many good characters. You have the EX Frieza. You have Thouser if you want to, Thouser if you want to rock a cooler. You have this Gohan here. You have this Metal Cooler here. You have this Red Turles. I think he's still pretty solid. Ader. Those are like my favorite S that I like. S tier units. So when it comes from the main 6, I can kind of build more of a better movies hybrids team than anything. So let's get straight to it. So it's gonna be kind of movies and PO. That's really just how my team is mixed. But Pan, and HP support for the team, debuff to the enemies. Then after that, we're gonna try to rock a few Gohans in there just to get that extra love. Blue Beast, Red Nerd Han, just because he's not part of the C tier, so that helps a ton. You know. After that, I put Garlic Jr. in the middle just because of his support that he gives for people all around, nullification to like debuffs and everything. So that's pretty good. I added Yellow Tapion in there just because he kind of heals, and he's a character that's in the A tier, so I just didn't want to add too many like low tier characters. And then I added in Magenta as well just because he's a character that's in A tier, debuffs in the enemy, gets a guaranteed blue when there's like 3 of them remaining, 3 of them or less remaining. So just something just to diversify the team a bit. Let's talk about the list of the best characters though for each color. It's gonna be a lot, so you know, stay patient with me. But let's just list out the ones that I like. You have Pan, you have Nerd Han, you have Transforming Beast, you have Final Form Cooler, you have Red Broly, that's 5 right there. Then you have some like good Zenkai buffers like with Great Salmon 1 and 2, and then Hero Tapion. Next you have Yellow, is gonna be Ultra Beast. You do have Fusion Gogeta Blue, you have LF Gogeta Blue, you have Fat Gotenks there. You do have Hero Tapion for the strike-based side of this team. Next, we have Purple. Purple, you have Garlic Jr. You have Days here. You also have LF Metal Cooler. You have Boo Bros. I think that's like my favorite 4 out of the main 6. You could definitely do like UGF and Ultra Gogeta Blue. So that's 6 right there. My bad. After that, we have Green. Green, you have like LF God Goku here. After that, you do have Almond, you do have Magenta. I do like them. They're pretty solid options. You also do have, where you at? You have this green free-to-play cooler. I think he's pretty solid. I just don't think he's deserving of being a C-tier character. So once he gets his boost out, I think he's another good option to choose from. You do have Drip Trunks as well. And I probably put Videl last. And then Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I probably main, those are like my favorite greens that I like from strike base. And then blue wise, you do have like Ultra Turles, you have USG, you have Ultra Janemba, you have Blue Beast. Then some solid like A tier options. Android 13 Aider, right? I think they're pretty decent as well. So yeah, let's hop into the next team. All right, next we got GT. So I think GT just got, I mean, they only got 3 characters, right? They got a Super Saiyan, LF Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku, he's range type. You have Ultra Vegeta 4, he's range type. And the only strike-based character got is the free-to-play Roto. So I think his kid is pretty okay. I don't think nothing about it stands out for real. So the strike-based team's kind of, excuse me, in a sense the same. But let's get straight to it though. Z tier, I think the best one is just Super 17. Then after that, S tier. They don't really got a lot of S tier. It's pretty much this. If you don't got the GT Trunks, then I'll probably say EX Omega after. But for the main 6 here, I mean, it's pretty much the same. Tag 4 is still the best green option. Super Baby 2 Bull of Vegeta is going to be for both healing purposes for both teams. I have this Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku because he's Zenkai buffs GT, so they both can get double Zenkai buff, which is really powerful. Yellow wise, I mean, you guys can either go, with Shin here. I just like the double offensive Z ability. Or you guys could just rock the new Roto. I think he's not bad. He's just someone that just does damage for real. I think that's pretty much it. Like, nothing about his kit really is crazy. So if you kind of want points wise, then rock Roto. And then I have red Kid Goku. I mean, there ain't really much other reds that kind of sticks out to me for real. Like, I still think GT just still needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. But they, you know, I feel like they should have introduced another Sparking onto the banner instead of having 2 supporters. But it is what it is. So let's talk about the best colors for each. Red is Kid Goku, and then it's Red Omega, pretty much. And then it's EX Oob. After that is yellow. I mean, you have Roto, like I said. He's about to get a Zenkai. I think it's going to be next week, though. So let's see how good his kid is. You also have Super Baby 2. You have LF Forku. Then you have Zenkai Shin. That's pretty much like my favorite yellows for strike base. Then after that, you have purple. Purple is going to be Ultra Gogeta 4, Bull of Vegeta, then Celza, I guess, for strike base purple. And green wise is Tag 4 and LF Gogeta 4. Then blue wise is going to be Super Baby 2, Super Saiyan 3, Kid Goku, and then Celza. So, yeah, that's pretty much it with the strike base side of GT. Let's hop into the blast side. All right, next we got GT Blast Base. So pretty much the same for the backup, Super 17 EX pretty much, and then for the S tier it's gonna be the new GT Trunks, and then that EX Shin for another good S tier option. They don't really got the best backup characters this season, but for this season though, they do got two new Blast Base characters. They got Vegeta 4 and the Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. So that purple, they finally got a new Blast Base purple for like what, 2 years, 3 years later? Like, my goodness, right? You know, you're not gonna be the only purple range type, or you know, that kind of focus a little bit more on blast, right? Like, I mean, you equal stats, so, but finally, like a new purple blast base. But yeah, let's get with the main six. I mean, Super Baby 2, Bull Vegeta, like I said, supporting, healing for the team. Everybody else is kind of just doing offensive damage. So, for the green, I have Omega. Red, I have Super 17 because I did not summon for Vegeta 4. Then after that, you have GT 17, and then you have Rage for the yellow wise, just because he's the A tier. You guys could do Shin, right? So let's talk about the best colors though, and then let's move on to the next team. I'm gonna make this pretty quick. So for the red color, you have Vegeta 4, then you have Super 17, and then you have this. You have free to play Shin, then you have free to play Super Saiyan Goku. Yellow wise, you pretty much have Rage, and then you have Zenkai Shin. That's pretty much the best yellows blast base. Wow, that's sad. All right. Anyways, purple though, you have GT 17, and then if you did summon for the LF Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku and pulled him, he'll be a good option as well. He'll probably be number one, and then GT 17 would be second, and then Bull Vegeta, just like I said, support and healing. Green wise, they're still kind of lacking. You know, Omega's still their newest blast base green. So you have Omega, you have Baby Trunks, you have full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah, and then Zenkai Super 17. Blue wise is gonna be Super Baby 2. If you want to do a double Zenkai buff where it's Super Baby 2 and then the Spirit Bomb Goku, you guys can do that. Just already have three C tier characters, so I don't want to do that combination. You feel me? Shout out to Drake. But after that, yeah, that's pretty much it with the Blast Base, and then you can do EX Omega as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it with Blast and GT. Let's hop into the next team. All right, you have Unirep's Blast Base next. Not gonna lie, Z's and S sucks this season. I'm not gonna lie. But let's get straight to it. Z tier, I think the best one here is Blue Topo, and I just don't know how good he is. So, you know, I had to pick somebody here. But next we got the S tiers. You have two S tiers that I like. Is going to be the green Zenkai Kaba and then Zenkai Caulifla. I'm just don't know how good that Gohan is or that hit is. I'd rather go with the Zenkais. You feel me? Just play it a little bit safe. But you really only got 3 characters this season. Like, they be hoeing you. I don't get it, but it just happens. Like, one, they give them a lot of love. The next season, they just, like, don't give them a lot of love. I don't get it. But let's talk about the main 6 here, though. Let's go back to Unireps. My bad there. I did not mean to do that. So, I got Kale here just because of healing-wise. Golden free-to-play Frieza for healing and debuffs-wise. Guaranteed blue here. I think he's just the best overall blue blast base. He gives some nice little support for the team. Bergamo, just because I don't want to add too many C-tier characters. So, you know, someone that provides HP and nullifies attacks and ramps up over time and builds his blue card. You know, I'm just going to keep rocking them, right? Of course, like, Red Kaba is better, but, like, I don't want to rock too many C-tiers. And, like I said, the backup character sucks, so you just don't want to add too many to, you know, hurt your points-wise. And then purple-wise, I have LF Jiren. Like, you could definitely do LF Evo Vegeta, but I just don't have him. I did not pull him, so... yeah, he's probably like my second best option. So let's talk about the best colors for each tag here. For the blast base, I think red, it has red Kaba, of course, the blast base Kaba. Then you have MUI Goku, then you have Bergamo. Pretty much there. Next is going to be yellow. Yellow's going to be Angel Golden Frieza. After that, you do have LF Evo. You have Ultra MUI Goku. You have Ultra Kaioken Goku. I think that's like my favorite for yellows blast base. Purple wise, you pretty much have LF Evo Vegeta, you have LF Jiren, you have LF MUI Goku. Green wise, you pretty much have AGF, Angel Golden Frieza, the free to play. You have Zenkai, Super Saiyan Blue, the Rev UI. After that, I'll probably do Zenkai Green Topo, and then I'll do Evoken That'll be my favorite 4. And then 5th, the Sparking AGF. Blue wise, it's pretty much gonna be Kale, MVP 17, then TOP 18. Yeah, so let's hop into the strike base. Next, you have Unirep strike base here, pretty much the same for the backup characters. It's pretty much blue Topo for Z tier, and then S tier, you're pretty much going with green Kaba or purple Khalifa Zenkai, and the other 2 sucks. So, yeah, let's talk about the backup characters here. For strike base here, I decided to go with Jiren here, just because he's a support character that heavily favors the strike base side. Heals, supports the team, so that's nice. Add him as my middle of the purple, right? He wants to be in the middle. Next I do have is Frost. I think Frost is another character that has great healing for the team. So actually, you actually want these guys down here so they can get healing from Frost as well. So that's nice. After that, we do have Blue 18. I think I don't have Blue MUI Goku, so she's kind of my main blue character that I need to rock. Yellow wise, I add in Ultra Kaioken Goku. Just got a guaranteed blue card every match, similar to like AGF or like Boo Tanks in a sense. For my main blue purple offensive, I just did Go Frieza, just cause why not. And then for my yellow and green or green character, I have Kale Caulifla. New character. I think they're just probably one of the better green strike base for Unireps right now. So I'm just like, why not use them? So yeah, let's talk about the best colors for each one though. Unireps is getting old though, like, you know, it's weird. But for red, you have multiple options. Final Form Frost, Ultra Hit, you have MUI Goku, you have Bergamo, and then you have Casserole. Yellow wise, you have Ultra Kaioken Goku, you have Kale Caulifla, and then you're pretty much just looking at Blast Base, like Ultra MUI and AGF, Evo and Ultra Kaioken. Purple wise, I do have Free to Play Jiren, I do have Go Frieza. I think they're just the best 2 strike-based purples because all the other ones are blast-based Evo and LF Jiren and LF MUI. Green-wise, you have Kale Caulifla, then you have Kiawe, and if you just want a healer, you can definitely just do free-to-play AGF there. All right, that's pretty much like my favorite greens there. That's strike-based. Had a little last for blast. Blue is going to be MUI Goku TOP 18. If you want another healer, though, you can do Blue Kale and then also Go Frieza. You can do MVP 17 as well if you just need like a just main blue. You could use them as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it with Unireps. Let's hop into the last tag. All right, so last tag here, we have blast-based hybrids here. Let's get straight to it. So for the main, the backup characters, I think there's 3 characters you can choose. You can do the transforming Kid Trunks. You can do EX Kid Gohan, and then you also have the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. If you guys see any other Z tiers that's pretty good for hybrids, let me know. But I think those are like my favorite 3. We go to the S tier though. I don't really like any of the S tiers, not gonna lie. A lot of them, it just sucks. I think the best one is probably going to be this Gohan here. A lot of these other characters kind of focus better on better teams. Like he's good, but he helps more of GT. Like him, he's a little bit more for Vegeta Clan in future. So if you, I don't know, anyone that rocks like hybrids, that's rocked any of these other guys besides this guy on hybrids, let me know. But I think that's like the only one I feel the most confident about. But let's talk about the main 6 here. We're gonna go here. We got Pan. We're gonna try to put as many Gohans just for the extra support, but she gives HP for the team, debuffs enemy support for the allies, and extra support for Gohan characters. The Gohan characters are like the best offensive characters for hybrids. So, you know, let's rock all the Gohans. So for the green, supposed to be Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but I do not have him. But if you guys do have him, rock him. He's supposed to represent him, not Cryhan. After that, you do have this Saiyan Saga Gohan Kid. Gives great healing, right? Solid blast-based character himself. Then we have Ultimate Gohan as another main offensive purple. Then after that, we have Goten for the double offensive Z ability for the team. And then he gets a guaranteed blue when he transforms. So that's really nice. And then you also have Goten here just because he gets extra support for character Gohans. So just a lot of love for the Gohans, right? So we have great support. We have an HP buffer. We have main offensive dealers. So I think we're pretty solid here. You guys could just add in Ultra Beast for this Goten, or you guys could do LFTV. So I'm gonna show you guys some different options if you guys just feel like you need more offensive characters on your team than support, right? Because you got 3 of them are support, so you kind of want to fill the rest of them out with offensive based characters. So let's talk about the best colors for blast base hybrids. I mean, you have pretty much it's gonna be pan. You have go tanks if you want to add go tanks, and then you have nerd hunt for the double offensive Z ability. And I don't know how I feel about like FSK and everybody else. I think those are like my favorite 3 reds that I like for hybrids. Blast. Yellow, I think Ultra Beast is number 1. Even though he's strike based, I think he's just so damn good. You just gotta rock him. After that, we have LFTV. After that, we have Fat Go Tanks. And then after that, you have Transforming Goten. I think those are like my favorite 4. Purple wise, you have Ultimate Gohan. You have this free to play Goten. You also have LF Grunks there. And that's pretty much like the best purples for blast base. Green wise, you pretty much have LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Damn. LF Super Saiyan 2, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Then you have Kid Gohan. And I'll probably say this future Gohan, the Zenkai one, I think he's okay. But all the other ones, all the other good hybrids are strike based. Like Super Saiyan Teen Trunks there. Then you have Drip Trunks, that's pretty solid. Right, so, you know. EX Tag was pretty okay, you know. So let's go to blue. Blue wise, you have this Saiyan Saga Gohan there. You do have this free to play Super Saiyan Bojack Super Saiyan Gohan. Then you have LF Grunks, and they're pretty much strike based with like Beast and sort of Trunks. So yeah, that's pretty much it with blast base. Let's hop into strike based hybrids. Let's wrap the video up. All right, last here we have strike based hybrids. So for the backup characters, it's pretty much gonna be the same for like the blast base. Transformer Kid, Trunks Kid, Saiyan Saga Gohan, and then the EX Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks. For the S tier, the one that really sticks out to me, that I really feel the most confident about, is the EX Super Saiyan Gohan Teen. I don't know how these guys, the Super Trunks and this old purple Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is, but you know, I just don't want to take the chance on them. So, I mean, you guys can try him out, but I definitely do feel confident with him. And all the other ones are like, you know, he's more for future Vegeta clan, he's more for GT. So, yeah, anyways, let's talk about the main 6. So the main 6, this is supposed to represent Ultra Beast. He is not good. This future Han is not good. No. He's supposed to represent Future Beast. Ultra Beast, not Future Beast. Ooh, that would be a crazy card. Future Beast Gohan? Hold on now. But yeah, Ultra Beast Gohan's supposed to be that. And then you have Nerd Han. Then you have Blue Beast. You have Pan still. Then you have Bull Vegeta just for the support, healing for the team. And then here I decided to add like LF Green Super Saiyan Trunks. I don't really see any good like S tier green strike attackers. So I decided to add him as my main green. So let's talk about the main, the replacements for each color for the strike base side, and wrap this video up. So we have Pan, we have Nerd Han, we have Red Transforming Beast. Those are like my favorite reds there. Depending on how, if you want to do it like double reds, you could do Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 for like the Zenkai buff, because a lot of the best reds for hybrids are all movies characters, all red movies. So there you go, that's pretty funny. Yellow, Ultra Beast, Fat Go Tanks, Transforming Goten, Trunks Vegeta. Purple wise, you have Bull Vegeta. Then you have LF Grunks. You have Green Sweater Trunks. Then if you just want, you could do like Ultimate Gohan, right? You know, you could do that. After that green, you do have, you could add an Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, just because he has just that good of a kit. After that, you have LF Super Saiyan Teen Trunks. You have Drip Trunks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can do EX Tag Grunks too, but you know. Blue wise, we have Blue Beast. You have Sword of Hope Trunks. You have LF Grunks. And that's pretty much it there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and rough. And I'm out. Peace.